Hello, everybody. We're back from break with more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. My God,
Oh,
Jay, what the fuck did? Where did I go? We're back with more Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance 2. Huh?
it's adjacent.
Well, you know, it is. It's in the same continent, I suppose. We're going to the Skull Gorge. Let's go.
It's not only the same continent. It's only like a 2 days travel away.
No, sir. It is. It is.
Yeah. If you were like, well, by boat, surely it only takes like
Even by boat, I think it's like a week or something like that.
a week. It takes a 10-day to get from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep.
I'm thinking more my distance between Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate. It is 750 miles from Waterdeep to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but how fast can an unladen sparrow fly or swallow? Sorry.
So, says a small party on horseback can cover about 24 miles a day at a casual pace. What?
Ugh.
My goodness.
24 miles a day. That seems low.
The journey in total might take 45 days to complete. Assuming that you're taking adequate rest while doing it, right? Like if you're just pushing through, then it's not the same scenario. But my God. So yeah, I would assume by boat it's at least a couple days. Holy shit. All right then.
Okay, well, the more you know.
Right.
All right, we're here now. Nice to know that all my spells maxed out will not drain my whole health, my whole MP bar casting them all.
That is pretty nice to know. Wait. Oh, there's a goblin cave here.
Goblin cave?
Okay, let's go.
Ugh.
I do not have
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So slow to attack. Leave it.
I do not have the energy required.
I actually just potted. I said fuck it. Get your ass over here.
Hey, fuck that guy. Oh. Goblins are not amped up. You know?
I know. Take this, Skull Takers.
Skull Takers? You
Fuck
would
'em
just
up.
murder the Skull Takers like this?
Well, Ashes wouldn't.
Fucked up. Ooh, big boy.
He did.
Yeah. Fucking, you should not be able to block a wave of fucking fire at your face. Sirs.
I'll say, am I not hitting this guy? What the fuck?
You be blocking.
I was in his beehole.
There's my screen shake. Look, I have you around for a reason.
Yeah, what purpose does a screen shake provide you? Nausea?
AoE. You are my DPS. I'm just here to provide assistance.
Well, technically, I wasn't supposed to be DPS either. I was supposed to be Buff Boy. And now I am Buff Boy.
A little at column A, a little at column B.
Wow, that was... So the explosions are starting early, it seems.
Oh, the fireworks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might step out here after a little bit to, you know, just go see what's going on around, but I haven't heard anything yet. They've been a little RC with city ordinances.
This neighborhood don't give a fuck about ordinances. They will be out in the middle of the streets, in the middle of the city, with, you know, their own special... Look at that spit! Look at that pig on that spit!
You sure that's a pig?
That looks like a pig, yeah. Ow.
It does look like a pig.
Maybe it's a giant rat.
Mama! Ooh. Have they started the fireworks, Mama? Yeah. Yeah. I was actually just saying to Jay that they're kind of being a little RC with the city ordinances.
Yeah. I'm not back again this time tomorrow.
There was.
Oh.
It's gone.
And the police showed up.
And she was aching all the time. Stop. I need a
Not the cop
swap that
shooting
around.
kids.
Hold on. Let's put
Yeah.
sword there and hand
That's why I was
to-
making that face, not the other.
They weren't going to use like excessive force, but
I mean,
so they just let it go.
Oh, wrong spell.
I'm actually surprised that they didn't use force.
So there was a reason.
Huh? Well, you know. I mean, it wouldn't have been good regardless. Yes. You a shoosty boy now?
I'm just messing around. I was like, how's that feel to shoot? It feels good.
Yeah, feels fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can hold block to get a dot.
It's like all the redneck.
Also, even if they were not black or not kids, going in and quote unquote hosing them is not the thing that should be done. It's fireworks violations. Like,
Hose them down. Indiscriminately.
I hate the. I'm not saying anything surprising in the concept of like I hate where our cultural scenario is where anybody, but very specifically minorities, get killed by police officers for no fucking reasons, or stupid reasons, or shitty reasons.
You know what? Like, so long as we're broaching the subject, can I just talk about how fucking ridiculous the concept or the creation of Blue Lives Matter is? Like, just real quick. There was Black Lives Matter because cops were killing people. Their entire thing was, please don't kill us.
Yeah.
Our lives matter. And the counter protest or the counter thing they put up was no, but our lives matter too. Like yours are not in question or are like what do you mean?
I do get what you're saying, but in actuality, there is a reasonable argument for it. It's made in bad faith by the people who are a part of that. But the reasonable argument is that cops die in violent crime, right? To various individuals, various peoples, blah 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 blah. And the idea that they're taking, the stance that they're taking is that, right, Blue Lives Matter, we have to be this aggressive, we have to be this forceful, because when we're not, that's when we get a gun pulled on us and we get killed, right? So there is an argument, right, that is there, but the argument is made in bad faith. Like, we all know the argument's made in bad faith, right?
Yeah, well, the what it is at its core is it's like Black Lives Matter, and their response is, no, they don't.
Yeah.
That is Blue Lives Matter.
Their response is their lives don't matter as much as our lives matter.
No, they
Right.
don't. Blue Lives Matter means no, they don't.
Which is complete ass. I leveled! Woo! Why is he
Ooh,
not
are you
happy
gonna-
yet? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I'm going endurance, my boy.
He's going to endure.
And I need some... Iron Will. I mean, he seems fine. Doesn't seem like super irate anymore. What?
Fine.
He's just fine.
Oh, that's a bugbear boy.
It's a bugbear.
I think that's supposed to be a bugbear, yeah.
It's totally a bugbear.
It's like weird. You usually either see bugbears as like very humanoid. Yeah, no, I guess bugbears are always humanoid. I mean, well, technically they're goblinoid, yeah.
Yes, they are part of the goblin. Jeez. Kinda, semi-sorta, right? It depends on which versions you're paying attention to.
I'm already caring too much. I'm already caring too much.
Thank you.
Christ.
It's like he can make the sound
I'm
stop.
already caring too much.
Jeez Louisa.
That map is so opaque.
Yeah, it's very, aggressive.
I mean, it's still opaque. There's no reason. That's got like what, 25% opacity?
Yeah.
They could drop that down to 50 or lower.
It definitely could be less aggressive.
everything's dead by the time I get my buffs up. Dang it.
I'm already carrying as much as I can.
I am so glad. Can you imagine a world where you pick a different character and you did not have haste?
Yeah, this would be an entirely different game.
I'm already carrying as much as I can.
In D&D, whenever, haste wears off, you have a turn of, like, exhaustion, right? Or not exhaustion, it's just, coming off of it. But I almost feel that when haste falls off on this, I'm like, oh, God.
That's silly. Funny.
No, I want to go back. And the Skull Takers were no more.
What you got against the Skull Takers, my dude? You being like real hateful. Let's recall. Give you an opportunity to. Yeah, so I don't have to listen to that anymore. Yo, I got more carrying capacity than you now.
You do?
That means I can start wearing better stuff.
Three, two, two, 8. Some 8 plate.
Some 8 plate.
17. No more heavy. Nice. 5 to 20. Ugh. 10 to 24. No. No. No, no. Does he? Nope.
So,
Nips out.
yo!
Hey!
Nips covered.
But in the end,
Nice.
modesty won the day.
I didn't sign up for this shit. This is bullshit.
So yeah, I'm gonna be able to max out Flame Strike, and once I do that, maybe I'll start looking into getting Endurance going as well. That does seem like a useful thing to have, so...
It just
Hey.
feels like
No.
nice quality, honestly. Like, I'm not feeling like we're just, like, really hard-pressed.
No, it's a convenience thing.
Yeah. But that's why I'm like, I don't feel like, oh no, I really need to get these passives or what happened. Seems fun. It just seems kind of just like, oh, we kill stuff. GG.
That is
Ooh, what was that? No, no,
bright ass
hold on.
white water.
Yeah, behind the waterfall.
Behind every waterfall.
Hell yeah. Fucking, we did it.
Walk this bitch.
What are these?
Cobalt?
These are like, I don't know.
Lizard men?
kobolds? Maybe? Or something.
Oh, that threw a grenade. No, they're lizardmen. They're lizardmen. That confirms it.
Why
They're
does...
hucking grenades and lances.
Oh, right, from the first game.
Yeah, right? Like, those annoying pieces of shit.
I remember that, yeah.
And they still throw right at their feet.
They don't fucking care. The noise is making me think of fucking Vagrant story.
Yeah?
Yeah, the lizard folk in that, when you kill them, they do that whole, like, they throw their head up and they do that.
Oh, yeah.
Except it's like 4 octaves higher than that.
You know what? I might actually put points into Cure Wounds just to have that convenience
Sure, yeah.
as well.
Like, honestly, I feel at this point like everything is just pure convenience.
Yeah.
Although you might consider putting points into like Great Weapon Mastery or something like that, so you just hit harder. You know.
That's true. Is there a gimmick fight for the final boss again?
I have no idea.
Like,
I don't
oh, you
remember
have to
at
use
all.
the Onyx Blade.
Don't remember a single thing about the final fight in this game. Honestly, I don't, like, I'm surprised at how little I do remember about this game.
Yep. Yep.
Like, I remember
actually...
the first one a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, most of the time when we were going into areas, I was over there like, hey, I remember bits of this. Right? But, like, I don't remember shit from this game, apparently.
Flame Strike. Actually, I might not have enough to...
Not enough to maximize. That's okay.
And that'll be 10 next. So, let's see. What is Great Weapon Master?
Great Weapon Focus. Increase
It
hit and
costs
damage.
2 points. I don't know if I can afford that, Jeremy.
You also have Endurance, though, if you want some more carrying capacity.
Is that 4 points? 4 points.
Do both.
No,
Or
I
some
can't.
Cure Wounds.
How much is Cure Wounds?
Only 2 points. You could do
2
a 2
points.
points and a 4 points.
Yeah. Done. There we go.
Wow.
It all worked out.
Goodness.
God, I'm so fast with the sword. Yeah. Yeah.
Slow down.
Let's see how big the heal is now. Ooh, that's actually noticeable.
Yeah, actually.
I guess it's part of it's probably being empowered.
Oh yeah, I would assume definitely. Ooh, careful.
Yeah.
Heal.
Oh, I don't have any of my shit up. Like, nothing.
Sometimes it do be that way, my dude. Did we already? Here a key. Already went that way. It goes this way. No, we did not go this way.
Well, the explosions in the street have started, and the cat has now retired himself to under the couch in the living room.
That's fair. If I was a cat, I would also retire myself to under the couch in the living room. Because honestly, that just sounds like a nice place to retire to.
It's not out of comfort; it's out of fear.
I'm aware. I'm just saying though, I would do that just because.
Well, next time you're down, I'll save you a spot underneath the couch.
I used to like climbing underneath furniture as a kid. Okay, that was kind of neat. No, okay. There's so much
Okay.
shit going on here, my dude.
Right? Like, this is... They need to stop unsummoning my spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Kind of the worst. Oh, that's a troll.
It's not a knoll, that's a troll! Do they have regen?
Yeah, that's the green number ticking on them.
Oh. Well, I mean, we're using fire, so it shouldn't happen anymore, right?
I don't think the game cares about that.
But it's D&D!
We haven't saved in a while. It's D&D.
It's D&D Beyond, it's D&D! Oh, that was a bad move.
Nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. This way.
There's my fucking MP. Matt actually start having to use mana potions now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of let them sit most of the time.
Yeah.
All push. Yeah. So, chained memories, eh? Or chained echoes? What's it called?
Echoes.
Chained
Chained
echoes. How
So,
is it so good that I need to like put it towards the top of my list?
like, interrupting Lunar 2?
Oh no, I don't think anything's interrupting Lunar 2. But maybe like next up aside from that.
Oh, god damn it. Troll got me. Thank
There's a spot
you.
right there. Otis Badotery, you look so handsome in your new collar. So handsome.
I definitely think you should play it, and I think that you would enjoy streaming it as well. As far as like
When?
how soon?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's
Any rush?
any rush. Like, that's literally up to you. Like, it's a good game. Do with that what you will.
Well, it's comments like one of the best games this year that I'm like, oh, maybe I should play that sooner rather than later. You know?
So, I mean, I haven't finished Act 1 yet, and I don't think that Mitch has either. So I don't think, and I'm not willing yet to say Game of the Year.
Well, not game of the year, but one of the best games of the year. Although I guess technically, if you're saying one of the best games of the year, that puts it in contention with other games. Yeah, with the best game of the year. So.
Yeah, I still think it's too soon to call it, but it is very good. I will say that it's funny. Mitch and I were playing it like in parallel, and so we were talking about things as they were happening. And I kept finding like Chrono Trigger references, and he's like, I don't know, that like Chrono Trigger doesn't have like, he was saying like Chrono Trigger doesn't have a monopoly on that thing or this thing or that thing, right?
Sure.
And then it got to the point where I'm like, hey Mitch, did you get to the part that's like blank? And he's like, all right, you win.
I mean, they were very honest with their influences, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, and there's a interesting battle mechanic, and I will tell you if you would like to know, but would also withhold that if that is also your preference.
I would prefer everything withheld for the moment,
And for
just in case.
yeah.
What is that? Is that a little dragon statue?
A little
It's an idol. Yeah, it's a
An
little
idol.
dragon idol.
like a drake.
This is a very old dragon idol. There is a decorative stone in one empty socket, but the other socket is empty. Or one
We do
eye
not
socket.
have. We
Okay.
need to insert the eye.
Yeah.
Is it here? Is it not? Do we know?
Don't know. Don't fucking know. The Null dropped this decorative stone. While not a magical gem, the precious stone is carved into the likeness of a reptilian eye. Oh yeah.
All right. All right. So so Chained Echoes, yeah. You can. There's a lot of influences from other games, so it always gets kind of weird
Oh, that's
with
gonna open
games
up here.
that do that kind of stuff, because at what point is it inspired by, or at what point is it influenced by, and at what point is it just ripping off? I feel that it's not doing that yet. There are even themes in the game that I feel like have been inspired by other things, like maybe like a plot line from an anime or something, right? And I'm like, something similar had been done later. And there are sometimes. Ooh, what's this? It's a gargoyle.
All up. Okay. Alright, never mind. Yeah, just take stuff.
Huh.
Sure.
But for the most part, like as far as plot line goes, if you're going to utilize themes from other like pop culture or whatever, as long as it fits into the story well, I think you can still, say it's inspired by or influenced by and not, ripped off from,
Yeah.
And I will say there have been like one or two times where I'm like, well, that was kind of a weird thing, the weird way to reply to that thing happening. But like what I'm saying though, these are all like, if you can even call them nitpicks,
Yeah. Oh, fair.
But there's a lot to do in the game. It's not just walk from plot point to plot point. There's other things to do, and that adds a lot of meat to the game, and I like that.
There's meat on them bones, boys.
Looks like meat back on the menu, boys.
Don't hurt yourself, Jay.
I did it too long. Also, my sword's gone again. Some stuff to look at later.
Yeah, I feel like that's just we've gone into PoE mode,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like we just loot and we'll check it all later.
Too bad there's not a filter. Remember, whenever there's a new league, it's like, here's the filter, boys!
I hate that shit. I hate it so much.
And there go our summons.
Yeah.
They cost so much!
Basically done.
Now, a game I might be able to go in a lot more detail into is one that I have finished recently,
I'm already carrying
and
the
that's
best I can.
Valkyrie Elysium.
Yeah. Oh, you finished it?
Yeah. It's not great.
Well,
It's I understand the reviews. God. Oh, where to start? Like, the story is very simple. It is very bare bones. Like, they set up the story like Ragnarok, but they shift things around from like normal, like Norse mythology. Ragnarok was instead Fenrir trying to dethrone Odin, right?
Okay.
Which is all right. But in the battle between Fenrir and Odin, they both wounded each other greatly, but weren't able. One was not able to kill the other. So Fenrir's run off to recuperate, and Odin has created a new Valkyrie, which doesn't have a name, by the way. Her name was never said in the game. They always just referred to her as Valkyrie. To make it so the way to recuperate Odin's power is that a lot of his gifts were missing. So you had to go collect all of his gifts, and a lot of that was revolved around like getting Dropnir, Gungnir, Gallahorn, and what was the fourth one? I don't remember.
I was gonna say all the Niers.
Yeah. It's like, how do you lose your
Watch
spear,
your
my
HP.
man? Oh, thank you. Sword out, get the buffs going.
Yep. Oh, it's a person. Wounded bodyguard.
You've driven the troglodytes off.
Oh, those are troglodytes.
You my thanks.
Oh, gotcha. Oh,
If you'd only come sooner.
What happened here?
Troglodytes. I'd heard there were raiders on the moor, but
he's stinky?
many. They must be
Like the troglodytes? Oh, that's our haste.
My lord and Lady
That's the
Campbell
haste effect.
back to Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate from Waterdeep. The wagon was attacked.
Your Lord and Lady Cadmere were traveling back to Baldur's Gate from Waterdeep, and the wagon was attacked. We're in the northeast corner of the High Moor, my dude. The High Moor is hundreds of miles, like, across. The road between Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate goes on the southwest side of the High Moor, and we're up here. Why the fuck are you... What? Did you, like... Did you...
I believe all the other guards are
Did you
dead.
follow them here?
I saw Lady Cadmere being carried off over one of the brute shoulders.
And for how long?
I do not know what happened to my lord. Will you help them?
I will.
Although
Where's this
it looks
brigand's
like
hold?
his leather gloves are grafted to his forearm.
They are.
On the surface,
They're but you know they're part of the model, right?
Yeah.
ground. Bandits often use the place to hole up. I'll mark it on your map. I'm in no condition to fight, so I'll check my fallen companions for survivors and continue down the road for help. Farewell.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
Let's head left.
Yeah. And so the story is basically collect all of Odin's stuff so he can get his power back, and then go chase down Fenrir and kill her. Which Fenrir is a girl in this one.
Welcome to like
Yeah.
every anime
Yeah.
plotline ever.
Fenrir is completely
Fenrir
fluid
is
in
always
mythology.
a girl. I remember reading Ragnarok when it came out like 30 years ago. Not 30 years ago, but 20 years ago.
30.
And Fenrir was a girl in that.
Cool. So, and you basically do all that. So that's the basic story. So that's like I said, bare bones, minimum story, nothing great. There is some, like, you found out that Odin was kind of lying in the end because like the like end game is Yggdrasil has a limited life. Yggdrasil will eventually die, and that means the planet's going to go with it, and the planet needs to be reborn. A new planet needs to be made, and that's what, once Odin has all of his powers and Fenrir's gone, Odin can then recreate the world anew. And then there's like some slight like hesitation from Valkyrie and Einherjar about, but we like this world even though it's, you know, dead. But I will say, what I think the game does better than any other one that came before it is fleshing out that Einherjar. You only get 3. Oh no, you get 4.
Yeah.
The entire game. 4. But at least they're done well. Like, they are up front in the story. They're present. They have opinions. They have backstories, and you know, it's good.
It's not 2.
It's not 2. It's not Valkyrie Profile 2.
Such a disappointment, Silmeria. Not to say that
Or
Silmeria is a
3,
bad
which
game.
Didn't really have Einherjar at all.
Well, that's fair.
I'm gonna swing at that wall for a second. One thing that really pissed me off is the combo meter in the game. It's the meter from the VP franchise. It's the like crescent whoosh that fills
Yeah.
up, and you know, once you fill it up, you can do your really cool shit, right?
Yeah.
No, not in this game. It's just a meter. It just tells you the number of hits you've done, and that's it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, surely I'm gonna like unlock Nibelung Valesti at some point. Surely it's Valkyrie Profile. You Nibelung Valesti.
It's a bummer.
All right. But no, they did. Nibelung Valesti's in there, but it's just like another spell that you cast. It has nothing to do with the meter. And in fact, same for your Iron Harrier. They don't have specials to do once the meter's full. Like the core that was in all of the previous games.
Yeah.
They didn't get that right. Even
Well,
the weird tactical RPG had it.
I feel like when we saw the fucking trailers for Elysium,
Yeah.
we were like, oh, they're not getting this right, period. Like,
No, I will say they got the Iron Harrier stories backgrounds are good. I think they did well with that, and I think that moving forward, if the franchise has a future, more of that. Like, do that. That was good. Keep doing that. Everything else, do it. Fix it.
fix everything else.
And I will say, overall, combat is fun. A little button mashy, but like, you're not getting double make fun. Like, you're not getting moves that like situational moves. There's like, I want to, this enemy's coming this way. I want to move them to this place to be able to, position them there to do this up in the, it's basically you find the one like string that works well and you just do that.
You're
It's got like the level progression of like Neo or Devil May Cry. It's like mission based. They even give you a grading at the end of like, oh, you got A on this one. Oh, you did real good. That's an S. By the way, every single mission in the game, every single one, I either got an A or an S. I'm like, I'm not sure. And some of them I was fucking around and not really doing well. Like, I'm like, can you do less than an A?
doesn't seem difficult.
Oh, no, the game was hard at times, but it was because some of the game was very. There are no ranged options in a combo game like in a hack and slash like this. You need a ranged option. Like, that's usually like, I guess that's kind of what magic is, kind of. But it's a limited resource. Like, you have art points or MP or whatever to cast it, which is like, again, Nibelung Valesti is just a spell you learn that you can do. Looks cool. I mean, it's what you expect it to be.
Yeah.
But so
He said disappointingly.
In fights, like, you'd run out of like MP, and like, it's a boss that's really hard to get in on, or you get punished every time you try to get damage in. That's when the game gets hard. But I don't think it's a matter of like learning the fight. It's just like dealing with it, just trading hits until you win, and that doesn't feel good. I will say that it's interesting how Iron Harrier work in an active battle like this. You have a special like resource called like the soul meter or whatever, right?
Sure.
Oh, bye, Sphere. I guess you away you go. And you can choose how much bar you want to consume, and that determines how long the Iron Harrier will stay around. So, like, you can spend a little bit of bar for 15 seconds, a little bit more bar for 30 seconds, and then a lot of bar for a minute. And the bar comes back over time as you deal damage or whatever. Or no, it's not when you deal damage. It's crystals that drop. You know, like in other VP games, like hit an enemy in the air, and like if you hit them while they're in the air, they drop crystals. Something like that's going on in this game as well. And that's how you get that bar filled back up. And also interesting, each one of the Einherjar have like an element they're associated with. So you get one that's like lightning, ice, fire, and holy or light or whatever. And whenever you summon them, your weapon is imbued with whatever their element is. So you can start like, like, there's some ice dudes coming up. I'm going to summon my fire in Einherjar, so that she's over there doing her thing, but I'm also exploiting their weakness because I have imbued my weapon with her fire.
Yeah. That's neat.
Yeah. Like I said, there's like there's hints of a good game in there, but it's not good.
There's hints of a good game, but it's not.
I wrote a review and put it up on Steam, and I basically just put the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Contagion.
I think we're gonna do a Contagion.
Yeah, you said you were able to get Contagion. Like, that was your main spell back in the day, right?
I don't know if it was my main, but I remember using it a lot. And I still like it. Can't do Endurance.
You could have.
Could do Clarity, reduce the casting cost of my spells. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? Reduce the casting cost of my Animate Dead.
Oh, yeah.
So that it's just
yeah,
easier
just
to get
for
out.
that spell alone.
Boom, there we go.
Oh, do I have that? Do I have Clarity? I don't
Right?
think I do. I don't think I do.
And we'll do it. Sure.
Actually,
bunch
here,
of
I'm gonna
quality
I'm
of
gonna
life
check,
stuff.
see if I've got.
You
I
do?
do have Clarity. Yep.
All right, then.
Saw your skeleton pop up. I'm looking to fuck him up. But I have now played and completed every game in the Valkyrie franchise. For better or worse.
Right. A thing was done. Not sure we're happy about the thing, but it was done.
Honestly, it feels like the franchise is just getting worse with every game.
Yeah. I think, like,
I think I could say
enjoyed...
that every game is worse than the last.
I enjoyed Silmeria, but I think that's one of the reasons why I wasn't so passionate, because I adore Valkyrie Profile, right? But, when Silmeria came out, I was like on it. I was like, hell yeah, this is happening immediately, right?
Yeah.
And I was not like that with
Bloom. Coming into the Bloom.
Right? Partially
Yeah.
because I just wasn't super into handhelds at the time, but also partially because Silmeria was just okay, right? And I didn't hear awesome things about Plume, so I kind of just have this situation of like, it's a franchise, I suppose now. Like, I still enjoyed the first game, but
yeah.
aside from that,
at this rate, if they come up with a VP5, it's probably going to be absolutely terrible if the track record is kept.
It seems to, like, I've talked to you about this multiple times, right? Like, it drives me crazy because in my mind, Valkyrie Profile, and Covenant of the Plume was kind of strategy-esque, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Valkyrie Profile meets Final Fantasy Tactics, except
right. So except it sucked, right? Like
all
So-
right, it didn't suck. The mechanics were cool. Fighting was fine. I have very little complaint in that side, nitpicks, but the story sucked. The
Okay, so
story
here,
was
here.
bad.
Let me phrase it this way, right? It didn't, to me, after hearing about you talking about it, I looked some stuff up, and here's my issue with it: is it doesn't feel to me like a Valkyrie profile game. Like what about it is the only Valkyrie part of it is you're hunting down Valkyrie, right?
Yeah,
like,
no, because you don't have Einherjar. You're not from Valhalla. You're not a Valkyrie yourself. You're not like working for Odin. You're not interacting with gods or anything. Not
Nope.
really.
So
You're-
that's the thing that I think, right? Like, so
Not until
go,
like the
go
very
back
end
to
of
the
game.
drawing board, right? Bring back Valkyrie, Lilith, right? Bring
Lilith.
back Lilith.
Everybody- Lilith?
Or Silmeria,
I thought-
or Hrist. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me,
I
right?
thought
Just
Frist was in
just
4.
bring back one
like,
of those and literally make a strategy game that is like the first Valkyrie profile, excepting that instead of a 2D platformer, right, with a unique battle system, it's just a Fire Emblem clone. Make a goddamn Fire Emblem clone with Lilith as the goddamn main character, and the way you get new characters is fucking Einherjar, right? Like that
Like, just
would be
24 Einherjar.
so fucking cool, and it would be incredibly easy. You could literally rehash the plot from the first game of Lilith. Odin just sent Lilith to the fucking world to you could, in fact, we could take the first game and just turn that game, all the same characters, just turn it into a strategy game, and it would still be fucking it would be fantastic. Oh my god.
Never
It
gonna
is
happen.
such a missed opportunity. Like, it lends itself so well to the concept of a
that's
strategy
one of the
game.
things that Fire Emblem does very well is that no character story wise is like really left behind. They all get spotlight at
Yeah.
some point, right?
Here or there,
So-
like little tidbits. And you could
and that's what you need. That's the problem. They only did this in the first fucking game, is that they gave
Well,
all the
part of the problem that I do actually have with the first game is while the initial collection of the Einherjar is really cool, after you get them, there's very little involvement from them, right?
They do the whole Final Fantasy Tactics storyline character joins once
And then they're done.
Yep.
Exactly.
That now, and they fixed that in Elysium because they were active and growing and things were happening and they were
Sure.
reacting to it the entire fucking game.
And that would be great in a strategy
yeah,
it doesn't have to be a
where,
remake. It
you
doesn't
know,
have to be a remake. I want to clarify that, right?
Yeah.
I just think the franchise or the core concept of a Valkyrie collecting the souls of the dead to be warriors for Valhalla, right? Or for Odin or whichever, right? Is such an easy concept to pull off as a strategy game.
I would say,
Just
like
do it.
the last Einherjar you get is actually kind of a fucked up story where she was protecting a village and she's a sorceress, right? So she knows magic. And she was protecting this village, but the villagers being stupid and scared like burned her at the stake for being a witch, right? But like she didn't fight it because she was there to serve them, right? And she was
Nah, fucking kill them all. Get out of here, lady.
so,
Kill them all.
Like, you're sitting here learning about her spirit, how she was fighting so hard for these people, and then she also willingly gave her life to them in their own idiocy. And like when you finally, because she, like, the Valkyrie will find them and like she offers them the chance to, you're dead, but you don't have to move on. I can give you a second chance to tie up loose ends. And the thing is, like at least two of them were like, no, I don't want it. And then, they needed encouraging, and you're like, you think like that'd be dumb, but because of what happened in their past, it makes a little bit more sense why they would be hesitant. Like they don't feel like they deserve it, or it's just like they're people. They have flaws, and
they're actual characters. They're not just static images. Yeah, absolutely. All right, that is going to be the end of this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. Where do you keep playing? If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time for more Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.